Hello everybody and welcome back to At Home with Sophia. Please make sure to like and subscribe down below. It means so much, just one subscriber. So I am starting this new playlist series, whatever you want to call it, where I am going to be cooking or baking something that is associated with a country. So for example, I'm going to be making pizzas, and that's from Italy. So that's going to be the theme of this video. So anyway, let's get started. So the things you will be needing to make this delicious pizza is 1 cup and then a 1/4 cup of water. You will need 1 tablespoon of active dry yeast. You will need 2 teaspoons of sugar, 3 cups and then a 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour. You can use any flour, but I would recommend just the all-purpose. 1 teaspoon of salt, 4 tablespoons of olive oil. You actually need 3 tablespoons, so if you want to do 2 bowls, you can. 3 tablespoons and a 1 tablespoon, because the other tablespoon we will be using to coat the bowl. Then you are also going to need an 1/8 teaspoon of pepper and then a 1/4 teaspoon of oregano, and I just kind of made that into a little mixture. So we're going to get started. So the first thing you are going to do, put your finger in there, make sure it's warm, because it's very important that it's warm, because it just kind of helps circulate, or I don't know, but it just helps, I guess. That, and then you also put in sugar, and you might think, ew, sugar in pizza, that's really weird. But the reason why you do this is because yeast can't rise or bubble, grow, bloom, whatever you want to call it, unless it has a food to cling on to. So the sugar kind of acts as that. But set this aside for about 10 minutes until it starts to bubble on the top. Alrighty, so now you're going to get your bowl. Sorry, it already has flour in it, because then I realized the camera wasn't on when I poured it in, and then it just kind of fell from there. So just put your flour in, just like so. Then put in your oregano and your pepper. That's optional if you just want more flavor. Put in your salt and mix together until well combined. Alrighty, so my time lapse is done, and if you guys can't see this, look at how I can't pronounce it, bubbly. Anyway, how many bubbles there is in it is with your mixture. You're going to make a well on the inside of it. Then you're going to put in your water mixture. Add in 2/3 of your oil. If you have to measure it out to 3 tablespoons, that's totally okay too. And just mix it up to well combined. Okay, so once it looks kneadable and you think you could knead it, get out. Please note it is actually semolina flour, not salmonella flour, semolina flour. Some salmonella, or whatever it's called, flour. Just kind of put it on your work surface and get all that dough in there. Sometimes it could be a little sticky, but this is good just to make sure you can knead your dough properly. So what you're going to do is you don't have to roll it out or anything, you just have to knead it. And during this process, do it for about 15 minutes. Okay, so this is a time lapse of me kneading it. Get a bowl. I'm actually going to use a dark bowl because yeast actually does not like light and bright things. So get your remaining oil and spread it onto the bowl and mix it. Then get your pizza dough, put it in there so it doesn't stick, and actually you're going to let this sit for 1 to 2 hours, or if you would like, do it overnight. And then if you do it overnight, it'll just grow a little bit more, but it won't like really have like a different in taste, just more in the texture. So I'm gonna let this sit out for 2 hours and then I'll see you then. So put a paper towel on the top so it does not like see any light, or it could block it out, or you could just get a cloth as well. Whoa, it is so fluffy. It's like really cool. It's smooth. So what you're going to do is get your flour and put on a lot of flour. So we're just going to knead it for another like 5 minutes, and then I'll see you soon. Okay, and also this would be a very good time to set your oven to basically as high as it could go. I'm not saying put it to 1,000 degrees, but the temperature that could get the highest for this oven was 450. So 450 to 500 degrees would be a really good place, unless you have a pizza oven and you could use that. Then if you have a pizza oven, then use your pizza oven. But if you don't have a pizza oven, use your oven at 450 degrees to 500. Okay, so what I did was I got little pizza balls once I finished kneading my dough, and just kind of make them into little individual balls. I used a little pastry cutter. Then you're also going to get a little cloth. Make sure it's nice and dark because, like I said earlier, yeast does not like the light. So put the cloth on the top and let this sit for another hour, I know. Okay, so what you're first going to do is you're going to get a pizza stone if you have one, and if you don't have a pizza stone, just get like a baking pan or a cookie pan and turn it over, put some of that salmonella flour on it, sprinkle it like so, then put it in your oven. Now I'm going to put on my sauce. You're going to get your cheese. Steady.